hope my mic is coming through. Hope it's actually good quality mic. It's working. Oh my, it's so much better. Okay, note to self. Make a party and have my phone join it. And have my PS5 controller join it as well. Oh, I'm so glad I can actually... Oh, that's perfect, dude. Okay. So here we go. Here's the new update in the Battle of Jutland. Brawl seasons, which no one really cares about. As usual, let's always check the store first. Ooh, okay, some discounts on ships already. Which, okay, you can only buy it once. I mean, that's not bad. You get $10 back in return for doubloons, and you get 2 crates as well. I say that's a good deal. Okay. As usual, let's get the daily crate. Let's see. Oh, they're putting out Carno. I wonder why. 1,000 doubloons, that's not worth it. Okay, here's an epic bundle for 5 crates. I think that's a worse trade-off than that $10 bundle you can get in the featured section. Okay, let's start with this then. Oh, I saw a chain bundle. What was that? Let's see here. Colors of Jutland. Oh, it's a new camouflage. That's nice. Too bad nothing ain't loading. Guess we have to give it a bit of time. There we go. So that's not worth it whatsoever. Leipzig camouflage. Kind of like a Nuremberg. Do like the camo, it's very nice. It is exactly like a Nuremberg. There we go. Alright, so Indefatigable comes with Battle of Jutland camouflage. Tier 4. Has the turret scheme of Koenig? Can't remember, it's been a while. Bit odd, but you know, this is World War I we're talking about, so. DCPs, the usual 15 seconds and 80-second reload. Or I could be thinking wrong, but 764 health per second, duration 20, reload time on 20, number of consumables 2, standard enhanced secondary targeting. Oh, this thing gets torps. Survivability 47,800, armor 10 to 254 millimeter, and torpedo damage reduction of 5%. Artillery gets 4x2s, 12-inch or 305 millimeters. Firing range of 14.7, reload time of 27.5, turn time of 45. Max HE shell damage 5,000, fire setting chance of 34%. Max AP shell damage is 9,000, and it gets 16x1 secondaries. 7.5 second reload though, but they go 4.5 kilometers with 1,500 damage and 6% chance to set fires. Torpedoes, it gets 2x1s with a 95 second reload, max damage of 8,800, a range of 6 kilometers, and speed of 53 knots. The AA only goes up to 3 kilometers with a max of 42 damage for both. Maneuverability 28 knots, that's not bad for tier 4. The radius is 630 meters, rudder shift time of 11.2, concealment of 13, at sea, by air is 10.4, and firing range smoke is 10.7. I'm so glad I can actually talk like this now. Granted, I don't know if you guys like me talking over this or not, so... But, fully armor. Alright. Okay, just shoot at the top half of the bow and stern, I guess. 64 millimeter. Alright. Man, this thing has so much different pieces of armor. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all that. Conning tower. Well, I guess you could shoot at that, I guess. That's gonna be difficult to hit. Now, what is its deck armor here? This thing is kind of stacked. Although, I wonder, you might knock out the turrets easily with how the armor scheme is for them. It's gonna be interesting to see that. Deck armor, 32 millimeter plating. That's insane. Albeit, I guess it's reasonable because of how bad the turret scheme is. Side plating is 127 millimeters. Interesting. This thing could go 28 knots and it's from World War I. Okay. Here's the Citadel. Maybe if you just shoot at the turrets, you can get into the Citadel easily. Because it kind of like bulges out from where the turrets are on the sides. $16 to $64. Oh man, here's more pop-ups. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Don't worry. Alrighty. So, the overview of this: agile, fast, greater heal. Okay, so it does have a pretty good heal as well. Indefatigable. HMS Indefatigable was laid down in 1909 and commissioned in 1911 to start serving within the 1st Battlecruiser Squadron. After transferring to the Mediterranean in 1913, she participated in a search for Battlecruiser Goeben and blockade of the Dardanelles. In 1915, Indefatigable returned to the United Kingdom to join the 2nd Battlecruiser Squadron. She was sunk during the Battle of Jutland the following year when her magazine detonated. Entered service 1911, ships into Series 3. So yeah, I feel like if you just shoot at the side turrets where that bulge is on the plating, I think you can do massive damage. I think that's like the big weak point for this ship. And well, also the bow and stern, because they're 16 millimeters above or top half of the ship. That's good to see. Okay, Molt. Oh, on-demand repairs too. Okay. So let's see here, Molt. Once again, pretty much the same scheme as, oh wait. Are those turrets blocked off by the boats, so then you can't shoot over them? So they do have a limited amount of turrets too. It's like, you know what, let's just put these big boats right there. Sonar. Sonar? So, DCP of 10, duration, reload time of 40, and you get a limited amount of consumables for the DCP, which is 3. Repair party of 213 seconds, consumable duration of 28, reload time of 80, and you get 3. Standard enhanced secondary targeting and sonar. 3.6 km torpedo range detection and 5.1 on a tier 4 battleship. What? Consumable duration of 112, reload time of 180, number of consumables too. Isn't that, wouldn't that just be the most powerful sonar of tier 4 is on this thing? I can't remember any ships that had some sort of sonar like that. Usually maybe go 4 or so. But survivability 42,800, armor is 13 to 350 millimeters, torpedo damage reduction of 17%, artillery, yeah, I can show off. I mean, I'm going through all the stuff right now, so I'll eventually get to Leipzig, which will be momentarily. But main battery is 5x2s, 283s, so I believe 11-inch guns with that turret traverse. Max HE shell damage of 3,350, fire setting chance of 25%, AP shell damage max is 7,200, and its secondaries 5 kilometers for both, gets 8x1s 88 millimeters for 4-second reload and 4% fire chance, and it gets 112 by 150 millimeters for 8.6 seconds with a max HE shell damage of 1,800 and fire setting chance of 10%. AA, don't even bother because it's only 28 damage for 3 kilometers. Max speed is 28.4 knots, turning circle radius 650, rudder shift time of 12.2 seconds. The concealment is 12.8 km by sea, 10.2 kilometers by air, and 9.2 in smoke. As for the armor, so usually just hit the top half of the ship because the bottom half is just immune to everything. And 19mm plating, 80 to 120mm bow. Interesting armor scheme as well. So I guess if you just hit the center just right with something above 15 or with 15 inch or higher, then you can just do massive damage, I guess. Side plating in 19mm, torpedo protection. Okay. There's the deck, yep, 25mm to 15mm plating. Jeez. 270mm plating on the sides for the armor belt. Let's see. This one I think is more protected than Indefatigable. So you can, I don't think you can knock out the turrets that easily or not. Or well, get chunks. There's more of the deck, which is also 19mm. Yeah, okay. So a little bit above Water Citadel. I mean, I guess if you can go through the center of the ship, you can be able to citadel it potentially. But you need 15-inch guns. Which is what? Queen Elizabeth, West Virginia, Mutsu, Warspite. And there he reads sonar. That's first, I believe. I could be wrong though, because I know Derflinger doesn't have it. And on the band repairs, Molt. The Molt class battle cruiser is embodied a further development of the Von der Tann. Compared to her predecessor, she had larger dimensions, a larger number of main battery guns, and more durable armor protection. That's all? Well, what did she do in the war? Like, you gave a whole description about Indefatigable, but yet you don't give a description about Molt? Molt? Oh, whatever. Entered service 1911, ships in the Series 2. There we go. Agincourt is here as well. K. Albert, which actually I don't have, surprisingly. Now, what is this? Oh, okay. Interesting. But we'll get to that in a little bit, because Leipzig, you also get her flag as well. Above average number of available torpedo tubes. Okay. There we go. Oh my, pop up. Yes, yes, I get it. Here's the lovely Leipzig. Pretty much in Nuremberg. I guess torpedo belt like Nuremberg? Granted, it does have good reload as well in general. So, Leipzig, standard DCP, sonar, a 3.4 torpedo range detection and 5.4 ship range detection. Interesting. Consumable duration of 116 seconds, reload time of 3 minutes or 180 seconds, and you get 2. It also gets the new defensive AA, which I'll show off later. But yes, it did change from 40-second duration to 25 seconds with a reload time of 140, and you get 3. And catapult fighter as well, which also changed, I believe. So this might have been 100 seconds and went down to 70 seconds for a reload time of 80 and 3. Leipzig. Survivability, you get 30,800 hit points, armor of 10 to 100 millimeters with a torpedo damage reduction of 4%. Artillery, 150 millimeters, so 6-inch guns, alright. With a 14.9 kilometer firing range, a reload time of 6, turret traverse time of 22.5. Max HE shell damage of 1,750, fire setting chance of 8%, max AP shell damage of 4,000, the secondaries, 88 millimeters, so you're just not going to do anything anyways. Now torpedoes. Alright, so you get 4x3s, 68 second reload. Okay. Max damage of 14,333. Torpedo range of 10 kilometers. Just put Blue Fury on this thing and see. Well, granted, I don't know if her thing is about destroyers specifically, but you know. Torpedo speed of 59 knots. Defensive AA, which has about 46 damage per second, and it only goes out to 4 kilometers max. So you ain't gonna do much with this. Max speed is 33 knots. Turning circle radius of 700 meters. Rudder shift time is 7.3. Concealment range by sea is 11.5, range by air is 6.9, and firing in smoke is 5.4. As for the armor, kind of expected this because of how kind of is, especially since it's similar to Nuremberg as well. So who knows, it might be squishy, potentially. It does have weak armor on the turrets, so I don't know. I'm not really too fond of armored turrets schemes, but I'm assuming these can get knocked out pretty easily with how weak the armor is. So let's see here. Deck armor is 25 millimeters. So, but that's in the range of, tier 6 and 7, so gotta watch out for that. As for this, sloped armor deck as well, but it does have a above water citadel. Wait, does this thing, would that be a turtleback? It's been a while since I've seen a German citadel, so 30 to 50 millimeters. 20 millimeter deck for the citadel. above water citadel, but I'm not too fond of German turtleback sailors, so I don't know how they exactly look like. The preceding ships, cruiser Leipzig, underwent notable modifications to her machinery, incorporating a central shaft driven by diesel engines, only bringing all turrets back to the center line. With the outbreak of World War II, the ship participated in mine laying and patrols. In December 1939, Leipzig was struck by a torpedo fired by British submarine Salmon. During 1941 and 42, the cruiser provided support during the Baltic offensive, but in October 1944, she collided with Prinz Eugen and suffered severe damage. Entered service 1931, ships in Series 1. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. But yeah, there's Leipzig's descriptions, and plus then after the stream I usually timestamp all the parts, so like specifically ship overviews and store stuff and all that. But here's High Seas Legacies, so you can get Von der 10, G101, and Reinhard Scheer for 3,000 doubloons. And Royal Navy's Pride gives you Warspite, Bellerophon, and Jellicoe for 9,500. Now here's a chain bundle. Oh, you can get, okay, something for free, I guess. The media. So you have it, you get 1.5 mil. Might as well claim it now. Then 2 accommodations. Get 1 crate for 1,000,000 credits. 750 for crate, commander crate, 3,500 doubloons for this. Good morning. And then Tiger 59. What's this? Predator Stripes? Is this... I don't know what this is supposed to be. Kind of funny that you call it Predator Stripe on the Tiger 59 when it just blows up most of the time. But, let's see here. Now here's the crates, the balloon wines as well. And I guess, let's see, yeah, you can just buy everything in the store for 40,000 doubloons, that is new. And here is the Remembering Jutland discounts. So you get missions, you get a 10% off for British and Germans, and you get a nice little flag for Battle of Jutland. But I believe the personal mission gives you Unsinkable Sam, which we'll look at in a little bit. Just in case. Oh. So they put Karl Johann the 14th out for global. Interesting. Good thing I noticed that. Anything else unique? No, because no one's gonna buy the summer pack either. So let's go to this. Also, the Transformers is out as well. So, as from the store, you can get Carl Johann the 14th for 1.4 million global, but it seems like that's only limited time. Retrofuturism box for 25,000 doubloon or global, and you can only get one. Yeah, might as well get it. I already know I'm not gonna get nothing. If I can get my global XP back, that'd be lovely. So here's Time Drift to ZN. Pretty neat style. August 12th, 2019. Would that be the anniversary of World of Warships Legends? So that's a pretty neat little thing to have. Get 700 of the ship hearts from that. Here's Carl Johann the 14th. Pretty much just the same kind of outline of the skins. And then here's Prueßen's Science Titan, which we'll get to in a little bit. This thing, they went out for this, didn't they? I wonder how good the turret scheme is for this thing. Here is GM22D 200.
Durchbruch entdeckt. Erbitte Feuerschutz. Außergewöhnliche operative Effizienz.
Anton Grant.
I'm proud of every single one of you. Who's the bravest? We need intelligence.
So here's the prices for the Retrofuturism box. Or crates. Now, Meteor, it's going to be a tier 8 Russian Delny, which I wish I took notes before on what the Delny and the Meteor have changed. Only knows the stuff from the trailer, which is it has no smoke. I think it gets a better heal, longer range, better AP. And sonar. And okay. So standard DCP. Sonar 3.3 torpedo range detection. Duration or ship range detection is 4.7 kilometers. Duration of 98 seconds. Reload time of 180, and you get 2. And then here's the heal. 124 health per second, a duration of 28, reload time of 80, and you get 2. Standard engine boost. And main matter reload of 50%, duration of 20 seconds, reload time of 150, and you get 2. Let's see, 25,000 health. 12 to 50 millimeter armor plating. So 11.4 kilometer firing range. It does have 3,150 AP shell damage as well. So the HE is 1,650 with a 6%. Torpedoes, 110 seconds, max damage 14,400, range 8 kilometers, torpedo speed 60. Pretty sure everything else is the same besides the smoke and getting reload booster and all that, but I'm not entirely sure. 43.5 knots, 760 seconds, 5-second rudder shift, 7.6 kilometers by sea, 3.8 by air, 2.9 in smoke. Yeah, you can probably usually chunk this thing anyways by just hitting the center of the ship. As for the overview, Meteor. This cutting-edge machine slices through the waves like a blazing comet. The finest engineers put their expertise to work, combining precision craftsmanship with the latest technology to create a vessel that embodies speed and armor. Year design, 1966. That's going to be interesting to see. Now the Scarlet Thunder, as this is a tier 8 Duncan that has better AP or HE shell penetration, which I think it's like 90 millimeter penetration for the HE on this thing. So you can pretty much just chunk everything. I do kind of like the design of this. Who knows? Let's see here. Standard DCP for battleships. 1,203 health per second with the duration of 20. Reload time within 20. And you get 2. Standard enhanced secondary targeting. And it gets the new defensive AA, which I'll go over later. Survivability is 75,200 health, 381 millimeters, 28% damage reduction. I think it gets pretty, yeah. So 17.2 fire range, reload time of 30, max HE shell damage of 7,200 with a fire setting chance of 48% chance. So that's pretty good. Although I can't remember the other changes that came with it. All I know is mostly the armor. Oh yeah, no torpedoes. Yeah, that's right. No torpedoes as well. pretty good, but I can't remember Duncan's AA as well, so. Maneuverability of 32 knots, 13-second rudder shift. Oh yeah, that was another thing. We got better maneuverability with rudder. So that's insane to have a 13-second rudder shift on a Tier 8 battleship. $15.6 by sea, 12.5 by air, 15.5 in smoke. But yeah, this is the armor scheme I was talking about. It's all 32 millimeters, I believe. Yeah, 32 millimeters on the bow and stern of this ship as well, but it doesn't come with torpedoes, so can't really rush anything. Yeah, pretty much just 32 millimeters all around. But it does get the large citadel as well. Should have taken notes about the Dunkirk and the Delny. But yeah, that's its citadel as well, so I think it should be easily death struck given broadside. So yeah, superior HE pen, just HE everything. Scarlet Thunder. With her retrofuturistic design, Scarlet Thunder is an engineering marvel that embodies the latest technological advances. Year design 1966. Whew. Let's see. Is there anything else around this door? There's the coupons again, just in case. So you could get any of those ships for 10% discounts. That is Royal Navy. Then they added more stuff to the codex, which, you know, you know everything, then it's whatever. Here's the calendar. I believe you get 1,500 of the ship parts from the calendar. Then you just get regular green crates, summer crates. So you get one Retrofuturism box, the flag as well. And then you get the new guys. Which...
The biggest thank you in the world!
Pretty sure it's supposed to
There's no hope, Commander! We're done
tell
for!
you what it does.
Oh, no, wait, it's fine.
I'm kind of forgetting, honestly.
Moving on.
But you also do get 4 days that you can unlock for free if you miss any days during the 4-week period. Here we go. So, for the remembering of Jutland, get some symbols and patches, or well, symbols, get a couple crates, and you get 3 of the remembering Jutland's crates for free, which is, I guess, the best they could do. Masters of the Waves, that's alright. That's fine, I guess. You get 2 summer crates, and then the Hindenburg banner. So, okay. Oh wait, no. You need to play Hindenburg in order to get this flag. Well, isn't that fun? They paylock the Hindenburg flag as well. How lovely. It is wonderful. And then, oh yeah, there is exclusive camouflage that you can get from the Fleet Cups. Too bad we don't know what it looks like or not have a preview of it whatsoever. How lovely. But yes, there is apparently an exclusive camouflage in the Fleet Cups as well. And did they change? Yes. They were actually on time this time. They actually changed it rather than having winter crates out in the middle of spring for who knows how long. But let's move on to the campaign. The Prueßen. Here's a little reward preview. So you get 4,000 ship parts. Get 2 of the Remember Jutland, 2 of the Retrofuturism boxes, 5 insignias, commendations of each, 750 doubloons back, and 45 promotion orders. Oof. So, here is the Prueßen. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of it, but this thing apparently gets 2.1 sigma, making it the most accurate battleship in the game. And it has the fastest reload as well. Which is insane to think about. So let's see. Standard DCP, repair party of 475 health per second, duration of 28, reload time 80, and you get 2. You get 7 catapult fighters. Their duration has changed as well from 90 to 60. You get 7 of these things. What are you going to do with 7 in a short amount of time, especially with observation seaplanes? Standard observation seaplanes and standard enhanced secondaries. As for the sonar, okay, similar to GK, I guess, or Palmer engine range is 6, duration is 60 seconds, reload time of 3 minutes or 180 seconds, and you get 2. Survivability, 95,200 health, 19 to 480 millimeter plating, and you get 25% damage reduction for torpedoes. So you get 4x2 18-inch guns, or 457s, firing range of 17.7 kilometers, reload time of 24 seconds, turn time of 30, HE shell damage 5450, fire setting chance of 45%, max AP shell damage is 15,000. Secondaries, you get 10x2 128s from 6 kilometers with 4-second reload time. Shell damage is 1,500 with a 5% chance to set fires. And you get 150s that have the same range, and it's 4x2s, a reload of 7.5, a shell damage of 1,700, and a 8% fire setting chance. Defensive AA has about 126 damage per second at 3 kilometers, 104 at 4.5, 98 at 5 kilometers, and 124 at 5.2. So that's pretty good AA too. Max speed of 30 knots, turning circle radius of 1,050 meters, rotor shift time of 19.4, concealment of 16.2, by sea, by air is 13, and firing in smoke is 16. Here's the wonderful armor scheme. 32 to 50 millimeters on the top. So that's going to be very tough. 60 to 120 millimeters. Just gotta get this thing on its broadside somehow at this point. Torpedo plating of 38 millimeters, side plating. Strong conning tower. Casemate armor. 150 to 380 millimeter side plate or armor belt. How lovely. A 50 millimeter to 150 millimeter deck. Alright. Then it does have, I guess, above water stability, like a little bit. I wonder how much that is actually citadelable. Because, you know, it's German, but who knows, maybe that's a weak point. But granted, you have to get it on its broadside, so it's like already difficult to do. But Prueßen, big guns, tough, superior AP pattern. Prueßen. Early World War II lessons led to revising ships under construction to enhance the horizontal armor while keeping the draft at 11.5 meters for operations in the shallow waters of the North Sea. A triple bottom and more water tight compartments were added to withstand underwater explosions. The main guns were upgraded to 18-inch 457s, significantly boosting the firepower. Later, naval focus shifted to submarines, resulting in the halt of the construction of new battleships. Year design 1945. So that's interesting to see. But let's see. I believe there's some buffs and talking about the carriers. So see. What ships were they again? Carno, Italian. Oh yeah, Tiger 59 did get a buff, so its accuracy is similar to Elbing's accuracy. I think it was like nearly a 50% dispersion increase or reduction. But Carno did get a buff to its secondaries as well. Has farther firing range, so 11.1 firing range. Which, yes, I am gonna do a secondary Carno build to see how well it goes, even though it's probably not gonna go well. But you know, might as well try, right? I believe Marco Polo got a buff to its reload. Yeah, better SAP, reduced reload, and a big detection range off its smoke from 1513 to 1135. Centurion, I believe its counterpart, got the same upgrades. Yeah. Carno got better penetrating secondaries and range and dispersion for its secondaries, and gets enhanced secondary targeting now. But let's see here. What's a good ship for this? Just pick the good old Protovincian. Or actually, no. Maybe something that has lower. What was it? Kansas? So I believe for OAA, yes, so they changed it to where now OAA, defensive AA, gives you 3 to 4 consumables on every ship. And the cooldown time has been reduced to usually 120 to 140 seconds. But the duration also reduced by 15 seconds, so now instead of 40, it's 25 seconds as well. Which I guess isn't so bad when you think about it, because the carrier is not going to be on you like 24/7. It takes time for it to get there, so you have time to get your next charge up. Yeah, there was that change. And then, let's see. Catapult fighters also did get a change because they got better tracking against other planes, a 2-kilometer wider range to follow an attack, and they can change where they want to go as well. So and I believe they did change the duration of these from usually 90 to 100 seconds to 60 to 55 seconds as well, due to that buff. Or, yeah, due to the big buffs that it got. So yeah, but I'm probably gonna play a carrier match in training to show off what it's talking about in the thing. Let's see. Because now carriers should have an indicator. Although I don't know if AI places down planes as well. Not too sure. I barely played this before. So.
Let's see what this warship can do.
Let's see, just to show it off, because it should have a new little indicator for your planes if you go into a fighter squadron circle. Let's see. Well, if he shows up. There. Does it show any circles? Oh, yep, okay. Enraged by fighters, or engaged. I don't know why I said enraged. As you can see, they actually took out all of my planes. Usually they take out a few and then they disengage.
Fighter airborne.
And also the fighters for the aircraft changed, so now instead of 10 minutes, they're 2.5. Let's see here. Yeah, see, look how they're actually staying around rather than leaving immediately after shooting down a couple of planes. Let's see here. Where is the carrier again? Have to be somewhere. Come on. There we go. It's over there. Patrolling fighters.
Fighter airborne.
Let's see. Engaged. So let's say that's a whole lot better with the AA changes. Looked like they were actually having a dogfight for the second. Let's just try one more time. Let's see. These planes are coming from this direction.
Computer, autopilot mode on. Fighter airborne.
See, they should engage me from here, yeah. Even from like a little bit over 6 kilometers, they can try to target me. And see how the fighter planes actually came back to target these guys as well? Look, they're not disappearing whatsoever. I still have 19 seconds on the fighters still. And so they're probably going to attack these guys or these fighter squadron as well. Potentially. Let's see.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Okay, they left after a bit of time. But did you see how long they stayed after the duration was finished as well? Because my planes, my fighter planes were coming up from the fighters, engaged by fighters. Now let's see, look at that. All my planes were knocked down before I even got back up again. Look how they just swarm them. But yeah, so they just stay up longer in general, and they have a better radius, and they actually target different targets when they need to, rather than just focusing on one target, then disappearing up in the air, and you have no fighter planes for the next minute. So that's a pretty good change, even with a little bit less duration on the planes itself. Granted, I don't know how well that would work with a single ship. Let's see. Try this one more time, but with a single fighter. See. Actually. Just do regular, tier 7, Lexington. Okay. Nope. Oh yeah, keep in mind, I don't have any sort of AA on this thing. So I'm only going to rely on the plane. Well, I'm going to just try the plane by itself first, and then with my AA on top, to see how well it does.
Engine boost
Let's see. I don't know, what do you guys think about the AA changes? I think they're pretty good. I guess the only drawback was I was thinking about getting Arthas the Cold. And so now I'm considering it. I see, look at that, it came back immediately. Okay, only 2 by itself. I mean, better than the regular one, or the original. Just gotta sit here and wait. Should have probably tried to ship the head defensive area as well. Granted, the damage didn't change or anything, it was just the duration and reload time of the consumable. Go.
敵を確認。注意して対処を。目標貫通。よし。
Now with defensive AA as well.
戦闘機の発艦が完了した。
Or my base for AA, I don't know why I thought defensive. I mean, you know what? I think it's still a better upgrade than what we had before. It just kind of sucks that the time of it still takes a bit long. Yep, there it is. Locked on.
戦闘機が起動中だ。無事でよかった。
I it's gone. I don't mind it. It's just now it's changing my opinion if I want Arthas and Cold or not, because it's gonna have like a 39-second reload time. But yeah, I think that's about it. I went through everything. Tested the AA differences for the fighters as well, so and that was like one of the big reasons I wanted to get the training rooms as well. But that should cover everything, so probably in the stream, and then maybe about 30 minutes or so I'll have timestamps for all the overviews and parts of the stream. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.